I used to be a pick-me who absolutely lived for a man to tell me that he enjoyed my cooking. However, I've since grown and have learned better than that, but that doesn't stop me from throwing down in the kitchen when I get ready to. While I do enjoy cooking and whipping up my favorite meals, and even the reaction that my family has from eating my good food, I am not interested in planning, cooking, and cleaning up after multiple meals per day. With the many businesses that I run and the different things that I have to do with homeschooling and when it comes to the household, I just don't have the time. It's more than a job, it's multiple jobs in one. But my macaroni and cheese recipe is always a crowd favorite. After boiling noodles, you definitely want to start this sauce with a roux. If you're using Cheese Whiz or any type of nastiness or Velveeta or something like that, then I'm sorry, your macaroni and cheese is trash. Don't be lazy. Make your cheese sauce from scratch, okay? And if you ain't sneezing, it's not seasoned, so make sure you season your roux as well. Ain't nobody got no time for no bland macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. Fun fact about me is I never really cooked a thing before I left my parents' house at the age of 17 to go to college. That's how I know these men are running game because literally anybody can learn how to cook if they put their mind to it. But why learn how to cook when there's somebody willing to do it for you for free in exchange for a ring and maybe 50% on the bills? But that's a story for another time. The secret to an amazing cheese sauce when you start off with a roux is to make sure that you are constantly stirring the sauce so that none of it burns and sticks to the bottom of the pan. Then, if it sticks to the bottom of the pan, you just get this weird, bland, burnt taste in your cheese sauce, and your macaroni and cheese ends up not being as flavorful as it could be. I only use cheese that I shredded myself, honestly, because it melts a lot better because it doesn't have that little nasty coating that pre-shredded shredded cheese has from the grocery store, which means you get an ooier, gooier, cheesy macaroni and cheese for your Thanksgiving dinner. I know a lot of you add eggs to your macaroni and cheese, but with this recipe, there's no need for them because the cheese sauce will be enough to bind all of the noodles in this recipe together. Once you combine the noodles with your cheese sauce, it's time to give it a good stir before you add your toppings. We want a good thick layer of cheese on top of our macaroni and cheese. So the remainder of the cheese that you grated is going right on top. Now, this next step might seem a little cray-cray, but if you grew up in the South with a black mom, you know you got to add a little paprika to the top for coloring. Whatever that's supposed to be. I don't know. Ask my mama. But anyway, once you get your macaroni and cheese all assembled, it's time to put it in the oven at 350 degrees. I wish I could give you an exact cook time, but I kind of let the gods tell me when this macaroni and cheese is ready. So bake until the cheese on top is bubbly and the middle is set. And there you have it, a perfect macaroni and cheese recipe for your Thanksgiving dinner. Bon appetit!